So how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
You've been in a lot of movies and TV series, usually wearing a gorilla suit or as a living statue and things like that. What got you into this and mime and that kind of thing?
That's interesting. You have me confused with the other Don McLeod.
No,
Yes. And this is
seriously?
actually, it's oddly quite common.
Oh my
So the
gosh.
guy that was in the gorilla suit and the statue guy, I think he's got to be about 70 or 80 years old now.
No, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
That
I
was the
get
only one I
confused with,
found.
oh, no, that's okay. Um, I have done quite a few films and never worn a gorilla outfit. It was a clown once. I got hit by a car as a clown. That was
Oh
fun.
my gosh. Yeah, you should now you should become one just to,
Right? Just to
take his
play.
place.
There's actually another Don McLeod that whenever I do a TV show, IMDb for some reason gives him my credit. And he was
Oh,
in Hook with Robin Williams.
right. Yeah, that was impressive. I was like, oh, he was the shadow. That's really cool.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me either. I'm not that old. I wasn't old
Well,
enough. I
that
was,
that
yeah.
makes yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, oh, you were just in the irrational. That's good. I love that
I
show.
was in the Irrational. Yeah, that was a lot of fun with Jesse and Malcolm from what is it? Malcolm was fantastic actually. He was from what was that show? The Cosby Show.
Oh, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
super nice guy. Really,
Oh,
really fun to
good. I'm
work with.
glad to
Yeah.
hear that. I like him a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I love the show he was on, The Resident. He
Oh
was
yeah.
so good in that. Did you see
Oh
that?
wow. I haven't seen that one
It's
yet.
a medical show. It just finished last year, I think. It's really
Oh
good.
wow.
Yeah, on Fox.
Good for him. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, he was great in that. He played a kind of crusty doctor. It was great. It was great.
Oh cool. He's a very smart guy. There's no question about that.
Yeah, he seems very smart. Okay, so what do you have? Do you have something coming out that you can tell us
Yes.
about? What do you have?
Well, one of them we can't really talk about it. So Jesse Hutch, a fellow actor, he's a
Mhm.
really, really good friend of mine. Me and him have been writing and developing projects and scripts and concepts for probably since 2015. So good Lord, that's a long time. That was when our first kind of show got conceptualized. It was called Stakeout at the time. And it was just, we were just sitting between, he wasn't working on anything at the time and I wasn't working on anything at the time. We were between jobs and we were just sitting at his house one day. And we're like, we gotta keep the craft. Like we want to challenge each other. What can we do? And then we're like, well, if we do anything, we gotta find the sound, the lighting, the makeup, the hair. And I'm like, oh man, well, we don't want to spend a ton of money. What can we do? So we came up with this idea called Stakeout, where it's just the two of us, and
Mhm.
to keep it so it didn't cost anything or we didn't have to depend on anyone else's schedules and all that, we just put an iPhone on the dashboard and filmed that, and that grew. They were just little short 1 minute to 3 minute skits, and then they grew to like 10, 15 minutes episodics. And we used to bring in all of our friends like Gabe Kuth, who's passed away since, Jason Burkhart, and Tony Alcantar, a bunch of people like that. And then actually Gabe won a Leo Award for his role in our Christmas episode,
Oh,
which was awesome because we were not expecting that. And then we kind of took it seriously from there, and it became Black and Blue, and we got a whole bunch of friends together. We wanted to pay everybody, and then something happened with money, and we were like, man, this show is getting bigger and bigger. And so we decided to film a proof of concept
mhm.
so that we can pitch it. And that ended up the whole community of filmmakers at the time in 2019. Everybody just came in. Adrian Holmes, Karen Holness, Rothgar, like Sam Kuth stepped in for his brother Gabe because his brother passed, but Sam's an amazing actor as well. So we had all these incredible actors, and everybody just volunteered.
Oh, nice.
And the amount to do this 12-minute proof of concept film, we kept track of the cost, and the in-kind donations were close to $500,000
Wow.
to make the proof of concept, which was the funnest to do because everybody was doing it for the passion which
Yeah.
really made it so much more fun. It was like this, we were like a family. Like Harrison Hood ended up coming out. He's an old, he's not old, I shouldn't say that. He was a Nickelodeon actor. Did a
Oh,
couple shows in Nickelodeon when he was younger, but so many great actors came out. We even had an NFL player, or not NFL, CFL player come out. BC Lions guy, because he was huge. I'm like, um, we need someone to throw me against the wall. And they're like, it's a big dude. I'm like, okay, let's get, who's big? Who can we get? So it was just a lot of fun. And that show has now been, because a movie came out called Black and Blue with a um, very different focus than our show. So we're like, we don't want to have the same name. So we changed the name to the two lead characters, which is John Hunter and Blake Fox. Blake Fox is played by Jesse Hutch, and John Hunter is played by myself. So it's called Fox and Hunter.
ah.
Long story. And
No, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
that is now
It's a cool name too. I like that.
Yeah, thank you. I thought it was pretty fun. Like, because our names in all the other previous ideas of the show, it was bro and dude, because he always calls me bro and I always call him dude. I'm like, dude, what are we doing today? He's like, bro, I don't know. I'm like, so out of fun we did that, but I'm like, I can't have my name being bro.
Yeah, right.
Name. Although I have met a guy named bro since, so there's that.
His actual name was Bro.
His real name is BRO, is the coolest.
I'd have to see his birth certificate.
He's a magician. You probably could find him. Yeah, he's a magician and he lives on Sunshine Coast, I think.
Oh.
Unless he's moved, but great guy. Side note.
And Bro's not short for anything.
I don't think so.
That is weird.
I'm pretty sure I would have asked him, but it's just bro.
Huh.
My understanding, yeah.
That sounds like a whole other series right there, or movie.
Yeah, totally. Bro, is that his real name?
Magician named Bro.
Find out that we don't find out.
Well, that's funny. So what do you do once you have the proof of concept? Is it all?
Yes, so we had the proof of concept, and then we pitched it a lot with we've pitched to Disney, we've talked to all the major players.
Right.
And what we found was a lot of people at the time, because COVID just hit when we started pitching. So what people were looking for and the amount of things they were looking for totally changed, as everybody knows, during that time. And a Christmas movie that we wrote started to really climb to the top. And in truth, maybe I'm okay to say this. So hopefully, Jesse, if you're watching, if I'm not supposed to say this, we hadn't actually even written it yet. We just had the idea. Right. And so we're like, let's pitch it. We'll add it to our pitch deck. And then it got picked up. And we're like, oh, snap. Okay, quick, write it. So Jesse went to town and wrote that, like the champion he is. And then I came in and did my 2 bits, which is kind of our flow. Like Fox and Hunter is definitely a 50-50. Like it's just him and I and our silly banter on a day-to-day basis. And it just like literally we'll hang out, go for dinner, go for a hike, whatever it is we're doing, build a big fort for his kids. That was fun. And we just talk and we'll both stop and we'll be like, someone needs to write that down because someone had said something. And we're like, that needs to be in the show. But the Christmas Cab Ride and a couple other shows that we've written, one of us always takes the lead in the writing and the other comes in and offers suggestions in a challenging way.
So I'm just a little confused. So the Christmas movie was part of your series or separate?
Separate from Fox and Hunter. It's a different movie altogether.
Okay. And that one got been made or?
Not yet. It was supposed to start in February, but there was, I'm trying to think of what I'm allowed to say.
Yeah.
There was a few networks and production companies wanting to be involved. And so we had to go, okay, who's the best fit?
Yeah.
Who do we get, like, who works best with us? Who do we work best with?
That's a nice problem to have though, and you have.
It really was. It really was a surprise, but yeah, I was not expecting that one to jump to the top so quickly, but
Yeah,
That's what it
I
does.
don't know why, but Christmas movies have become really big. I think once
Very.
Hallmark got bigger on them, and then Lifetime, and then all these other networks
Yep.
and the broadcast networks is jumping on this Christmas movie
Bandwagon.
bandwagon. I don't know
It's crazy.
why all of a sudden, but it just seems like the last few years everybody's making Christmas
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah. Like
You
I'm
would
just like,
think there'd be a glut by now, but no.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't, I honestly don't understand it. I'll just tell you straight up. I mean, there are good Christmas movies out there, but
Yeah.
not many. Let's be honest.
I
I
think
just
you
need to
have
be
to
honest.
either be and I can say this because I can be totally sexist this way. You either have to be a woman or you have to be really into Christmas or both. I think that's what it is because
Yeah, yeah. I don't think
but
that's
there are
sexist,
people
but
who watch them year round. I mean, I love them at
yeah,
Christmas and that's the only time I watch them. But there are people who watch them all the time. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
So
I
that's
can
in
watch.
your favor though, because you were able to get that.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's working out. I mean, for
Yeah.
me, till it's done, I'm not counting those chickens.
Right.
This is the film industry. Things change in a
Right.
nanosecond. It's
Sure.
crazy. Like one minute you're the lead, and the next minute you're a PA.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I know. Like, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, yeah.
That,
It's an interesting
yeah,
thing, and the
that
things
I
they
could
look
never
at.
be in that. I'm in that business. I mean, I like
Yeah,
talking to you guys, but I could never
yeah.
take that. Like I was thinking, this was years ago. I was thinking there was a show, a science fiction show I really liked, and the guy who starred in it, like it was all about him mostly, right? And it was
Mhm.
on every week on whatever network it was. And
Yeah.
then after 2 or 3 years, it was canceled. And then he was like, he was like nobody. I
Mm,
haven't seen him since. I think he was like on another show briefly. And I'm like,
yeah.
that guy was so good and that was such a good show. And it's like, but that's how you guys deal with these things all the time. I could not, that would
All the
kill me.
time. Yeah, I know. Someone was asking me, what is it like to audition? Like, because when I tell certain people, they're like, "Oh, sweet." And like a week later, like, "So, how did the audition go?" I'm like, "Well, that's not really how it works. Like, it's like it's
Don't
like
call us, we'll call you.
applying for a job and exposing yourself as completely as you possibly can, and then hearing nothing,
Yeah.
no feedback, no, that was good, no,
Yeah.
nothing. And then you only find out within a week or two if you get no response, that's when you start to go, I guess I didn't get
Yeah.
it. It's not like they call you and go, no, we're going a different way. Unless, of course, they pin you or they say, hey, we want to see you again. It's between you and this other person.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's another that's another thing. But it's like part of me loves that, and part of me really is tired of it.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Which
I'm
is why
sure.
Jesse and I started writing our own scripts. I
Exactly.
mean,
And
Fox
so
and
are you
Hunter is.
still pitching the cab one?
Oh, no, Cab Ride is not being pitched because it's currently in a place where we're not allowed to.
But and that's separate from Hunter Fox?
Fox and Hunter, yeah.
Fox and
So
Hunter.
Christmas Cab Ride is a romantic comedy
Mhm.
movie.
Okay,
Fox and Hunter is a series.
okay.
Yeah.
And are you still
And
pitching
Fox
that
and Hunter
or,
is a buddy cop series.
and are you still pitching Fox and Hunter or is somebody interested in that?
There are a few companies interested, but
Okay.
we are still pitching because we're not until someone locks it in. We're
Mhm.
just going to
Sure,
keep moving as if nobody's picked it up. And
right.
same with our animated series and our, all these other things.
Wow.
Musical is one I'm really excited about, but
Oh, neat. How
who
many
knows?
different projects you have that you're working on then?
24 between Jesse and I. Yeah,
Wow.
there's 24.
Seriously, 24 or are you just making
It's
that?
24. No,
Okay.
24. 100. There's
Wow. That's
24.
great though.
Yeah, there's musical, there's animated, there's action adventure, there's rom-com,
Wow.
there's well, there's a couple rom-coms. Sorry, I was just about to go off on telling you the story. I'm like, I can't tell you the story. It'll ruin it. But yeah, we have quite
I think you need to pitch a rom-com, a musical rom-com with a guy in a gorilla suit.
guy in a gorilla suit who wanted to be in Peter Pan but never got the job.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
You don't have to
Yeah,
give me credit for that.
yeah. No, I'll be like, nothing. I don't know where we got this idea from. Yeah,
So,
that's funny.
is that pretty much what you're working on now? Those 24 things? Or you have new ones that you're working on as well, or?
Well, there's always there's always ideas
Yeah.
for people like Jesse and I. We're just naturally creative people, so
Mhm.
we've got in our phone note section, there's, I would say, probably another 60, 70 concepts that we just are like, okay, put those over here. And unless we have a meeting and someone goes, oh, I like these, but we actually want something like this. And we're like, actually,
Yeah. Let me
I
pull this
have
out
one.
of my hat. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's always ideas. There's always the auditions. Like Jesse right now is in Toronto working on a movie. I think it's a Christmas movie, actually, but I'm not sure. I
Does it
can't
have
remember.
a gorilla in it?
I don't know. He should put a gorilla in it. I'll tell it. He's actually in Homestead too, which I'm excited to watch
Oh,
with
okay.
Neil Madonna. It's coming out soon. But
Oh, good. Oh,
yeah, a
good.
lot of
Well,
fun working with Jesse.
I
Good guy.
interviewed him little while back about a
Oh, did you?
movie he did.
Oh, nice. Which one?
Christian movie. I can't
Christian.
think of the name of it now, but it was a time travel Christian movie, believe it or not.
Time travel Christian movie.
Yeah, it was really good. It was,
Was it? I don't
he
even think I
played the
know.
devil.
He was the devil?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to ask him about that one. I don't think I know about
Anyway,
that. Yeah, that's fun.
um, so, um, so you are still doing acting stuff as well on
Yes,
and
yes.
that kind of thing?
Yes, still auditioning on a regular, still plugging away. And there are other shows like that are filming in the States that have asked me directly. So that's another thing. What I
Oh,
do
nice.
like about the film industry is if you get to know somebody,
Mhm.
you can skip the audition process and they just call you and go, hey, I got a show. Would you like to act
That's
in it? And I go,
awesome.
yes. Talk to my agent, figure it out, and I'll be there with bells on.
That's
So I
great.
have 3 of those sitting, waiting for my visa, which I'm currently applying for. So
Oh, to go to Canada?
to be able to work in the States.
Oh, in the States. Oh, you're in Canada?
I'm in Canada right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you Canadian?
Unfortunately, yes. I love Canada, but I don't know. All the stuff well, that's not true. There's a lot of really great films and TV series filming in Canada right
Yeah,
now.
I was gonna say, that's why I thought you were gonna get your visa to go up to Canada to film, because so
Oh
many.
no, there is tons here, and and we actually might film some of our shows here. I'd like to anyway, but um there's the 3 shows that I was talking about that want me on now, they film in Tennessee, all 3.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay, I'll just get the visa, go to Tennessee
yeah,
for 6 months to a year, get the jobs done and then
yeah.
see what happens in between.
Yeah, there's some of my favorite shows, especially the last few years when the networks were like dying for content because of the strikes and what have you.
Oh, that was very painful.
Transplant, I love that show. I've interviewed all those
I
people.
haven't seen that one. Transplant.
It's a medical show. It's a
Okay.
medical immigrant refugee show.
Oh,
And
and what
they just
network
finished
is
the
that
4th
on?
season up there.
Oh, 4 seasons.
Yeah, and the final season. We've only seen the 3rd season down here. But we get
Oh, okay,
one like
gotcha.
in the fall or something.
Right. Where are you at then?
I'm in Magnolia, Arkansas. It's a small town
Oh,
in southern
cool.
Arkansas. No, not
No, I
really.
went through Arkansas. I was in the
It's a
States.
very pretty state.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Um,
beautiful out there.
we're in the southern part near Texas and Louisiana.
Yeah, I know I'm sorry, I'm trying not to say I swear. I'm like, I swear I've been there, but
Probably
I have most
not.
certainly been through there because I
Yeah.
ended up on a very interesting road trip last year that lasted 6 months.
Wow.
And I just drove all the way from Vancouver to Key West, Florida, and
Hmm,
everywhere in between. But
cool.
I was going to sing vocals on an album I was doing with Jim Riley from the Rascal Flats. But
Nice.
I did a lot of stops through Arkansas and through Texas and through Corpus Christi, and
Yeah.
I've been all over the place. I'm just like, I don't know where I'm going. Let's just keep driving.
Yeah, I just realized yesterday, this is my 20th year living in the South, not consecutively, but yeah, I'm from
Okay.
California.
Oh, you are. I was
We
gonna
moved,
say you do not have the Southern
no,
accent at
no,
all. I'm like, you're not.
no,
Are you for real?
we've moved a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so, and we're moving in, that's why I'm selling my house in June
right.
to New York, so.
New York, that's a big jump.
Yeah, well, before this, we were in Honolulu, so
Oh, why would you leave Honolulu?
my husband's job is the reason we're moving all the time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Must be military.
No, he's a professor, but he's an administrative and, he goes up the ladder and
Okay,
changes.
gotcha.
Sometimes it's
Wow, Honolulu to New York. That's a
Honolulu to Arkansas to New York.
yeah. I think I would have fought leaving Honolulu.
Everyone we met here said, "Why did you leave? Why did you come here?"
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, Arkansas is nice. Not
yeah,
Honolulu, but it's
yeah,
nice.
and this is a small town in the middle of nowhere, so it's
Oh, wow. Very
it's been
interesting.
it's very interesting. I have to say, I'm not crazy about it in a lot of ways because I'm a city
Hmm.
girl, but it's very
Yeah.
pretty
You are a
here.
city girl.
I am. I'm from San
Okay.
Diego. Yeah.
So you're excited about New York.
I am very excited. We live in Long
People,
Island.
buildings,
Yes. People and restaurants and
stuff.
yeah, so we lived in Long Island in the 80s when we were going to school. So we're familiar
Okay,
with
cool.
it. It's
Full
just been
circle.
a very long time and lived all over the place. So
Wow. That's fun.
but I do have to say it's very pretty in Arkansas. The people are super nice.
Yeah.
And it was a great place to be in the pandemic because in small town in the middle of nowhere, we have a big house. So I didn't
Yeah.
feel like, so much like I had to stay indoors. Like my friends in
Yeah.
California and other cities, they were stuck inside.
California. Wow. No
Yeah,
thanks. Not
yeah.
during that time.
So yeah, no, it was great. Not
Yeah.
great, but
Yeah,
people died.
definitely.
I'm not saying that, but
Yeah.
just
It was
it
tolerable.
for us, it was very
It was all
different.
right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's
we
good.
lucked out. And if we'd been in Hawaii still, we probably would have felt stuck inside our 2-bedroom
Yeah.
apartment, not very happy. So
Yeah, they kind of locked it down out there. I
they
forgot.
did, they
Yeah.
did. So
Yeah.
yeah, that would not have
I would not.
been
They
good.
said it was in the ocean and you could jump in the ocean, but I'm like, I think they locked it
No,
down.
yeah, they closed the beaches.
It's just terrible.
Yeah, but I think it's all better now. Aside
Mm.
from that terrible fire they had in Maui, but
Yeah, terrible.
yeah.
Terrible.
See, I
That's
leave
crazy.
and everything goes to,
Everything
but
goes up in flames, literally.
it's right. Anyway, I appreciate you talking to me today. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about anything that you have going on or coming out or anything?
Well, I mean, I feel like there's always something going on. If you want to just follow me on whatever is going on out there with the social media or IMDb, I'm thinking something is going to get released soon.
Okay. That's
There'll
not
be
vague at
more.
all.
I know it's like because it's just where it is
Mhm.
with the negotiations and who's like one day it's like, okay, we're definitely moving forward with this film and it's going to start at this date. And then like 2 days later, it's like, okay, somebody else wants to be involved as well. So now we're going to try and co-pro it. And I'm like, okay, we could have been filming already. We just went ahead with it. So I'm
Yeah,
like, that's the part of the business I'm not a fan of. I'm all
waiting.
about, let's
Yeah,
just do it. Let's just go make something fun. But I get it. People have to calculate all the territories and all that
yeah,
business
yeah.
stuff. I'm like, I just want to go create stuff and have fun. But there's a lot coming down the pipeline.
Okay.
God willing, it'll come out soon. So maybe we'll have another interview soon and I can
Yeah,
tell you all the fun stuff. But there's
anytime. Yeah.
a lot of good
And
shows.
so you're easy to find on social media and I don't have to look for the guy in the girl in a suit. So now I know
Yeah.
what you look like and which one you are.
I look like this guy. I actually had a meeting with a producer yesterday who I've known since he was in just finishing film school.
Oh, wow.
Or just starting film school. I acted for free in a couple of his student films just for fun, like
Mhm.
to support people and we've become friends and I haven't seen him for a couple of years. So I reached out, we went for lunch and he's doing like great. His
Oh,
production
good.
company's taking off. He's doing like couple $1 million films. And then so I always say to him, if you need an actor that looks like this, I
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're an actor. You can look like anything, right?
yeah, if the makeup team's good.
Yeah. And
I
there's
did a
always the
zombie once.
gorilla
That was
suit.
great.
So,
There's always the gorilla suit. I don't know why I gotta get one of those.
yeah, there you
Just be
go.
like, and then stand.
Well, the other Don McLeod also was a living statue.
Yeah, living
So
statue guy.
that's
I cannot do that. I'm way too fidgety.
too hyper. So that's something to work on.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. Yeah, I remember in acting class, I took a couple classes and they do the freeze frame and then they tell you something. I always stunk at the freeze. I'm like, there's so much I want to do right now. I don't want to just sit here.
That's
That's
great.
part of the exercise. I hate this exercise.
All right. Well, thanks a lot and I appreciate it. And I will
You're
look
very
forward
welcome.
to what I see you doing.
Yeah, it'd be great to have another chat when more is able to be talked about. But Fox and Hunter, keep your eyes out for that with Jesse Hutch and myself.
Definitely,
That'll be
definitely.
a lot of fun.
All right, super. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
See you.
Bye.